Let's take a similar scenario like the previous one, except using a graphical tools. So what we're going to do, we are going to run the Armitage, and we use the Armitage in many cases before. It's a graphical tool, nice one. And we're going to use one of the tools called the Java Applet tool. It's a nice tools, and let's see how it works. So I'm going to run the Armitage, and we're going to run the any Windows machine or Linux or whatever. Let me take the hacker machine for instance, and we're going to use a tools, or I'm sorry, an vulnerability called Java signed. So we're going to type Java signed and Java underscore signed. Here you go. And using vulnerability and the exploitation of vulnerability from Armitage, quite easy actually. You just search for it, you got that, you double click on it, and it will give you the parameter. You don't need to go through the process that we explained on the previous video, from searching for a vulnerability and set the different parameter and so on. And it will have different configuration. I just gonna change the port. I don't like to use port 8080. I'm gonna put it 80, and on the upass I'm gonna put slash, which represent the root. That means give me a full access on the machine. And we click on launch. Now what I need to do, I need to go to any machine and convince this machine to open this IP, which is 192.168.95.129. And we explained in the social engineering part how to manipulate this URL and how to convince the victim to open a specific URL using different way, like shorting, framing, and so there is different ways that you can use to change the URL. Now, assuming that this is a victim machine, and we're gonna open here a browser. And on my browser here, I will put this IP, HTTP 192.168.95.129, and we're gonna press on enter, and he's loading. And let's see. Okay, you're gonna receive this message, which also we explained in the social engineering part. It just says that this website needs a Java, and it's a very common message that a lot of people will receive, and when they receive, they usually click on run. So it's not a very rare message, it's a very common message. And when we click on run, what will happen is he will give us a access on the machine. It's a different way for compromising a system, that we are depending on user error, but still it's kind of effective. Now, if the system was able to compromise, if the system has been compromised, I should find this machine with a red frame on it. So it may take few seconds or minutes until the payload is executed, but eventually we should get something on the previous machine. Still loading, so let me just put them side to side so we can see what will be the result. This is the first one, and this is my machine. and we are waiting. I don't know how long it should wait, but it seems that okay. So and here you go. So it's just a proof of concept that we can use the vulnerability and exploit from the Hermitage. You can use this Java signed, or there is other exploits that you can discover. And once you get access, you'll be able to repeat all the previous attack that we explained on the previous video. So you can right click and you'll find the interpreter here where you find all the options. So I can check the file, browse file, and all file will be showing here. I can upload or download. You can even find inside the explore or one of the option actually, but it's not here. So all the option will be there, including pass the hash, including everything will be showing here. So I can take it from here, and we should, when we do a penetration testing, we should test everything. So we are testing the system, the vulnerability, the exploit, but we also testing the awareness at people. Can I fool them easily? Can I send them a link and convince them to click on it? So you do not just test the technical part, but you also test the non-technical part. And I'm afraid this will be more effective because, you know, this is considered the weakest part of the security in any organization is the human factor. So this is how to use vulnerability and exploit from Hermitage.